Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to our no money start on the Calmlands. So today we have fun things to do, like always, cutting grass, because that seems to be everything that we do, all of the time, always. But no, in all fairness, we do have to get some more grass cut because we need to start thinking about our wonderful future. So that's going to be making money, of course, but also we need a harvester and we need, more stuff. So yes, we have some things left to get. A piece of fertilizing equipment would be great, but we don't have anything with skinny tires on it to fertilize what we just put in. So it's kind of a moot point at this point. So yeah, we're going to try to focus on getting our harvester for today. That way we can have it and be ready for whenever this is done. And yes, I did just go back and forth like 6 times. I'm trying to get my spacing right. But oh, that's putting some load on this guy. Look at that. So much better. So much more grass too. So this should go fairly quickly, and we're going to see how far we get. We need to make some improvements to the farm. We need to start thinking about what we're going to do in the other field. I'm really thinking about plowing it in while it's cut right now and getting some grass put in. I think that would be okay, and then we can just, once the grass is down, we can rotate in another crop because it's a field at that point, so it should be a lot quicker. Because we are playing with precision farming, and I actually learned how to play precision farming in 22, we're not going to be plowing everything. So basically we're using the plow to create fields. So with precision farming, you don't really plow everything like you do in the base game. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. And there's some other things, that we need to... I don't have access... It looks like I've cut this. Because I have cut this. But yeah, we will be, keeping an eye on that tab a little bit more. We are still using the used equipment mod, so we do have more and more equipment that ticks by as I look at my timer here. Too much, there we go. We do have used equipment comes up, a new piece every hour, so that's okay. And I've been thinking about this more and more, that having that adds a ton of diversity in the game. I think I'm only going to be looking at the used stuff now. Yeah, there's some new stuff that we're going to buy. But there's so much... I think it makes the gameplay more diverse. Because, let's face it, if you go buy a trailer, and there's 2 trailers, like let's say we have the... in my case, I have like 10 mods for trailers, right? Grain trailers. It doesn't come down to, oh, I really like this one, or or even to the price, because the prices are normally within like $1,000 each other. It comes down to capacity versus price. So if I look at 2, and let's say I have a Joskin and a Richard Weston, right? And the Joskin's 50 grand, but the Richard Weston's 51 grand, but the Richard Weston holds 2,000 more liters. There's not even a point for the Joskin to be a thing at that point, because I'm going to buy the bigger one every single time. But when they come up for sale randomly, so if we just pop in here and we go, look at this, that's 69,000, 69% off, nice. But it's big, where we can scroll through here. I would have never bought a Landini, but here's one, and it's 39% off. That makes it pretty cheap. The same thing with the Kubota. Everything else. There's things like a John Deere 5020. We really don't need it. We'll think about it. But yeah, there's things that come up that I'll probably end up getting because they're cheaper because they're random cheap things. Instead of, I need to maximize everything all the time, right? So I always look at how much money am I going to spend for X width, tonnage, speed, everything like that, instead of, I think I'll play with this today. So I think that's going to open up some play things for us, which would be nice. But that's a problem for future me to figure out anyway, because Lord knows this is so much faster. I got so used to the little sickle bar. This is great. So let's go ahead and knock out all this grass work, and then we'll take a think on what we're going to do for the rest of the day.
Alright, as I get ready to pull in here, there's something I'm going to do. So we're going to change the economic scale. I should be on hard right now. So if I go down here, not this one, this one? Yeah, so we're on hard. Because we're playing hard on the other map, I'm going to change this to normal. And the reason for doing that is so not every episode is me just making fails until we get something. Because that's what this has turned into, is me spending an hour, which is what I just spent, an hour cutting grass, making bales, to hopefully buy a piece of equipment. Which is okay, I guess, but it's really slowing down progress. Which I think that this series needs something that I did not even plan that. So we got 13,000. $1,200 mill score. So the reason I was thinking of that is because I want this series to have growth, and I don't want it to be like super fast. Like, we don't need to go from Unimog to Big Bud in 2 episodes. It doesn't need to happen that way. But we're on episode 5, 6, and I'm still cutting grass. And we only have one field that we've kind of grown up. And I think that needs to be sped up just a bit. Because we just spent all day cutting grass. It is now 6 o'clock. Something like that. Yeah, almost 6 o'clock. 5:30. And that's all we really got done. So I'm probably going to make that time lapse really, really short. And I'm actually going to go ahead and we're going to move our time scale down to 6. I think that that might be a better time scale for us too, because the time is passing extremely quick, which is fun. You know, we're getting progress by the day, but we're not getting a lot done in each day. And I know that there's not a lot for us to do, but hopefully with these two changes, we will be able to do something more every day. There's still, I mean, we're still going to have to make bales, but I don't want it to be the only thing that we're doing, and I'd really like to upgrade the bale size. You know, that's kind of where we are. You know, yep, I can make $1 million selling bales. That's no problem. Give me enough days in the year and fueling the tractors and fueling this truck. Yeah, we can make 1 million small bales and we can make $1 million. Actually, it'd be like 23 million because every bale's like worth 23 bucks. But do you kind of get where I'm coming from? You know, it's okay for us not to play hard on everything, I think. And hard with, I don't know if hard now is harder, but it seems like money is slow coming in. Where'd that little guy come from? Huh. Yeah, it feels like money is just so slow coming in, and I don't know why that is. So, you know, I played hard on Lone Oak, and yeah, I mean, it was slow going. You know, it's farming. You're not going to be, you know, buzzing to $1 million bucks, but at this point we had already, like, we'd already done a harvest or two, and we'd expanded out our fields, and I think at this point I'd actually ended up getting the sheep farm, if I'm not misremembering. But that's been a few years ago now. That's so weird to say, a few years. I can't believe I've been doing this for multiple years. And I'm sorry for the intermittent uploads, but I am working on something that I'm hoping will be out for the forestry update, like when we get Volvos and everything. I'm really working hard on having a mod out that I think would fit that really well. I'll have a separate video on that up with the progress on that front as soon as I'm comfortable with it. If you guys watched this stream the other day, I was working on it, but I deleted that stream because I was not happy with where I was at the time making the mod. So that's where I've been. It's not for lack of making content. I am making content, but it's not video content. And this one, you know, I really want it to be good. I want you guys to be able to play it and, you know, it makes sense, and, you know, I want it to be good. It's not a map, it is a truck, and I really am putting a lot of time in it. A couple friends, Coffee and Pilot, were helping me out at like 2 o'clock this morning because I had done all of the modeling work and I didn't know if it would pack correctly. So, and it would not share correctly either. So we spent a ton of time, and it turned out to be something really simple, but I was so worried for it that I was kind of, I kind of made myself sick because I've stayed up a few days in a row trying to get it done. The model's complete, but the textures are not. I'm really looking for somebody to help with textures because I am good at modeling. Like, I model everything in Fusion 360 and then I export it as an OBJ and then go through and clean up all of the vertices in Blender. I am not good with modeling in Blender. I don't know why. I think it's because I can read a blueprint. So I can build anything in Fusion 360. Like, if you want it, yep, we can do it. I whipped out a trailer in like 2 hours. And it took me 2 hours just to understand how to move something around in Blender. So there's definitely some learning to be done there, but I am understanding more and more about unwrapping and that whole that whole shebang. So, yeah, I will have a video on that out as soon as I get it out of the garbage textures that are on it right now, because they're only running like a 1040 texture, which is extremely small. I think most of the mods, or most of the image files in the base game here. Kind of not. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. Most of the base game trucks and everything in this game are like 2K textures, so, and they're not the best, but I want it to be able to, you know, be usable. So, yeah, that's a thing. I'll have a video out on it soon, but I am shooting for a Giants release. I am not just releasing it. So that's why it's such a kerfuffle, let's say. Anyhoozle, we have 14 grand. Let's look at used. Did anything? Oh, we lost some things off of that end. Did we gain anything on this end? I'm sure that we did. Like a Massey. Everybody loves a Massey. Nothing as classy as a Massey. Huh. Wonder why that didn't update. That's so weird. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Wonder why that happened. Anyhoozle. Let me run this back to the farm, and we'll try to get a couple other things done today. Alright, you know what? I've been thinking about it. This thing's been like tossing back and forth in my head. We're going to go ahead and buy this. I think that it would be good, because we need a different kind of tractor, too. So, a little bit bigger one would be A-okay with me. We go twins on this thing. Let's go super singles. So we'll go to the big ones with the 4 rib tires. Can I get a cab? Yeah, let's get a ROPS canopy. Do we want a radio? Yeah, radio sounds good. And we want the stack weights. Ooh, we don't have a front loader for anything. That's $1,500. That's $8 grand of our money. I think that that's well spent, and we might have the front loader for this. Hopefully, it's not like $1 million. It is $3,000. We'll wait on that, but 520 diesel, so we are getting pretty big. Well, it's the same horsepower. Oh, it's got a nice noise. Oh yeah, it's got a really good noise. But I think that this is an okay decision for using it with other, you know, so we're not always just using the Farmall. The Farmall's great, but John Deere's bringing the views, man. You know what I'm saying? But no, I think that this is an okay thing. You know, it's a little bit more grass cutting to get our harvester, but we're not even there yet. Wait, am I stupid? Hold on. Let's pull off here to the side before we go too far. Let's go to tractors here. So this is a small tractor. I should have seen if it had narrows. Singles, duals, plow duals, plow duals. No, it does not. Okay, I was about to be like, oh, we should have got it with singles, but I'll see if maybe the Farmall has some singles we can put on it, and that way we can, you know, start doing some fertilization and stuff. Okay, I think what I want to do with this thing for its first job is actually to clean up some of the brush around the farm, because it's looking a little shaggy around here. So we're actually going to brush hog all this before we oh, she does it got the power? It says it's got like 120 horse, but yeah, it's okay. But yeah, I think cleaning up this would make it look a lot better. So let's go ahead and just do that. So yeah, I want to know what you guys think that we should do. You know, I really am going to do. Oh my, I need to smooth that out. I am going to do the sugarcane for sure. That's happening in this series. I don't care if we're in not tropics. I want to do sugarcane. I have been wanting to do it forever and have not. So that is something that we're definitely going to be doing. But I think it'll be a good time. I know that the harvesting is supposed to be absolutely horrible, but you know what? I'm okay with that. We've done worse. Looking a little bit better, not as raggedy taggedy. And I will put like some meadow grass down or something to kind of fill out the spots here, because it looks a little bare. There's not really grass in here. It's all this kind of weeds. So a little bit of meadow wouldn't hurt nobody. Actually, we might do that manually. You know what? I think we will. I think I'll plant some grass. Can I plant meadow grass? I don't know if I can. Ooh. I kind of want to learn now. Oh well, that's a problem for later, I think. I keep kicking everything down the road like future me is some kind of magical being that can just fix everything. I'm sure that I can, but I think, you know, I overhype myself sometimes. But we can clean up along the road here. Ways to make our driveway look slightly presentable, because right now it's definitely not very presentable at all. Ooh, it got really dark really fast. It's like 8 o'clock and it got extremely dark. We got our big purchase in for the day. Hopefully tomorrow we can get into some more shenanigans, let's say. I think that would be good of us to do, is to kind of start doing a few more different things. I'm also going to be looking for different kind of role-playing mods. I kind of want to do this as a... Oh, don't tell me I just bought this thing and the trance is out. Come on. There it goes. It really feels underpowered. Maybe that's why it's for sale. For so cheap. $5 grand for a big tractor? Yeah, it seems a little sus. But it should be fine? Question mark? We will start clearing out some more trees as well. I think that that's going to be a good thing to do, especially down in this area, because I'm not too worried how this area looks. I kind of just want to keep the tree line, but I do want to expand the farm area a little bit. We are slightly cramped, but not like horribly cramped, so we'll get it figured out one way or the other. Oh yeah, this is going to look good. This is going to look really good. It's going to look like we actually care for our land. Do we? Do we though? Yeah, we probably should care for our land. this is looking pretty good. Again, I don't know why it's so dark at 8 o'clock. You know what? We have buttonless headlights. There we go. Now we can see. This is not the 19th century after all. We should have some headlights. But that looks pretty good to me. A lot better than what it was. Might look at getting a little bit of some weed eater action going on. That might be something worth doing. But you guys let me know down below what you think we should be doing to make all the money. Hopefully opening up farming is going to be it. We'll need to make a few more bucks with bales to get our harvester, but I don't think that field will be done tomorrow. If it is done tomorrow, raggy, we're going to have to go foresting. But I do want to go foresting anyway. But I think that looks pretty good. I need to check the fill level of this. It still has 17,000 liters going. So it is running. Good. Cool, cool, cool. Well, everybody, thank you very much for watching today's video. Hopefully you liked it. And, you know, if you did, leave a like. And if you're new here, please subscribe. Hopefully you stuck around this long. And that means I'm doing something right. You guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.